Lee, another 3 points. Welcome back to matchday duties. Another step in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely another game where we had to manage it well in the second half in terms of they definitely came back at us, which we would have expected. But we're getting down to the nitty gritty now of football season, going into the last 4 or 5 games now with everything at stake. To be honest, we're cool about everything at Bristol Manor Farm. We're enjoying this situation that we've played ourselves into without any pressure, because in terms of the league size and the league clubs that we're up against, we're relatively small, still fresh to Southern League football, because this has been our 5th season in the Southern League, obviously with a couple of those been interfered with for COVID reasons. So we're enjoying every moment, and you can see that in not just the players, because they're enjoying it, they're buzzing, they're enjoying each other's company, but the supporters, they're like, it's like a week-long party at the moment. You know, you can't wait to the next one. They can't wait to get training the lads. The supporters can't wait for the next game, and that's a great feeling to have at this time of the year. And it, say we know that there's going to be a few bumps and bruises between now and the end of the season, but I think the supporters are going to pick the players up, give them the confidence if ever that happens, or when it happens, and rebuild us for the next one. So we're looking forward to next week, and that's what our week's going to be preparing for.
Absolutely, and what a week it's been for yourself personally. A successful trip to Poland and back. It must be extra pleasing to come back to England and another 3 points.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. Like, obviously last week we played Tottenham away, and then it was all about getting ready to go with Tony Parsons on the lorry Sunday morning from Bristol Manor Farm across Europe, and it was a successful journey, a memorable journey that will probably sink in a few weeks or so time, because obviously it's like I said last week, it was just about what me and Tony being the front of being in the lorry and delivering the goods, but a lot of people made that happen, and there's people doing it all over the place for the calls to sending stuff to Ukraine. So it's just a great thing to be part of. But we enjoy fronting the situation, but we're just if you like the front of helping it, where a lot of people made that happen. So they all should feel proud of themselves, and I'm happy that I'm really happy that we were allowed to do that sort of thing, and it went as successfully as it did.
You've praised your attacking options this season. Ben Bayman, second week in a row, 2 goals. Another fantastic. He ran his socks off.
100%. Ben, by his own admission, at spells during the season, maybe hadn't hit his own personal levels that he sets for himself. Because I know he's a lad, that he's a lovable lad. Everyone likes Ben Bayman, like myself. Like he's one of those that he's like having a younger brother at times. But what I'd say also is that he beats himself up sometimes a little bit too much, and that might sometimes when you play football on emotion, it ain't the best thing to happen. But he's a proven goal scorer at this level. He's scored lots of goals throughout his time in football. So I was very relaxed and cool about him coming to the forefront again, and he's done that, 2 goals in 2 weeks against good opposition. Like Tottenham are probably one of the hardest places to go to away from home, and they're up there in the table. And Cinderford, I think this is the first win for Bristol Manor Farm at Cinderford, and again we had to earn it, and they're a good side in the making, and they were very energetic, especially in the second half, and we had to deal with that. But as you say, Ben scoring that early goal sort of takes a bit settles us down, and then Josh Ford went in a great header just before half time, which we're making a habit of scoring from good quality delivery set plays. So as a team, as the attacking option, we have got options, as you say, and we're going to hopefully have those options between now and the end of the season, because we're going to need every single player here.
Absolutely, and looking ahead to next week against Shoalin, fans back at the Creek, we need to get as many supporters down there and push us on for hopefully another 3 points.
Yeah, 100%. Shoalin, again, whilst the recent results seem to might have tailed off slightly, but we know they're still in the mix to try and be in the playoffs, and they're a team that we got to try and cut the throat of. I felt when we played Shoalin at Shoalin, it was in a period where we started to look good as a unit, good as a side, and I felt harshly lost there 2-1. I think it was one of those games you come away and you feel a bit hard done by it, feel slightly sorry for yourself, but we dusted ourselves down, and then I think we drew with Cinderford a week later, and then we beat Mangotsfield on the day after Boxing Day. So it was sort of, I associate the time away at Shoalin as the time this team was starting to really kick into gear. So we know that we gave a decent account of ourselves at Shoalin, but I think they're seeing an even better time this side when they come to us next Saturday, and we know we got to be at our best, because they're a good side, and we want to get the 3 points to put us hopefully even higher in the table.